All right. There we go. All right. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your patience. Good afternoon. It's so great to see so many familiar faces, and we really appreciate you, as always, for attending our monthly virtual coffee chat. As you all know, you've received a whole lot of texts, a whole lot of emails, and there's a lot going on. So we're excited to dive on in and talk about some of the amazing things happening here within the studio. Let's dive in. So, first things first, I want to emphasize that today is going to be the deadline to secure your spot in the Brain Trust Bazaar Box opportunity at Essence Fest. Everyone, this is going to be a one-of-a-kind, unique opportunity, a great way for you all to showcase your products and your brands at a reasonable cost at Essence Fest. It's important to note that Brain Trust Founder Studio has really tried to curate this opportunity so that you don't have to pay tens of thousands of dollars for a booth at Essence Fest. So a couple things to be mindful of. The Brain Trust team will be on site. President Melissa Hibbert and CEO and founder Kendra Brecken Ferguson will be on site to promote the box and the opportunity. There will be an amazing live stream that you all can engage with on socials and help drive some traffic to your respective pages. There's also going to be a great opportunity for you to display your products. There's going to be a raffle and a giveaway every hour. And, a really important thing to be mindful of is that Essence Fest averages around 500,000 attendees per day over the past couple of years. And if some of the rumors that I'm hearing about the headliner are true, it's going to be a pretty crazy year. So you all are going to want to go ahead and get in and make sure that you take advantage of this opportunity. So be sure to secure your spot today. If you're interested, please fill out the interest form and make your $1,500 deposit, excuse me, your $1,500 deposit today so that we can secure your spot. So again, really great opportunity, crazy amount of foot traffic that you're going to want to take advantage of. If you want to participate in the Bazaar Box at Essence Fest, please submit your form today and submit your $1,500 deposit. Now, I've texted and called just about all y'all, so I'm sure most of you are familiar, but want to give some time to answer some questions and talk through things as a community. So we'll just take a second. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to come off mute or throw it in the chat, and we'll dive in.
I can, is somebody jumping in?
No, you're good. All you.
Hi, everybody. It's Pamela with Coils to Locks. So yeah, my clarifying question, because the email was looking at the email, and it said something about 100 products. And there were some other things that are different from what I'm actually reading here. So we only, just to clarify, we only send 40, I think you said 40 products when I talked to you earlier, but it's 42 products. There'll be 42 boxes. And then it also said 3 giveaways per day, but you're saying you're giving away products every hour daily.
I can go and jump in.
Okay.
Yes, we have been slightly tweaking it due to some of the feedback that we've gotten. Thank you all for letting us know what's necessary to participate. We have reduced the quantity to 40 products that will go in the boxes, and then the 2 extra products are going to be the ones that are on display. So in the graphic, it says 42. That's where we got the different numbers from. We wanted to make sure that 40 was a bit more of a better quantity so that people could participate. And then we will be curating 4 versions of the box that will have 10 products in it, depending on the final list of who's participating. It will be a raffle to give away. Our goal is to have it every hour on the hour. 3 times a day is the minimum that we're going to do. We are also working with auxiliary sponsors who may or may not be providing additional items to be given away. So we're hoping to have every hour on the hour, but we will finalize the details. The ultimate goal is to have a lot of giveaways to drive as much traffic as possible and to make sure that we're capturing all of the data that we will be giving back to you guys at the end of the activation. So email, name, phone number, etc.
Okay, thank you, Gigi. And one more question. Can you talk a little bit, if you know at this point, what the display area will look like and how, because, you know, if we're going to send some wigs, we would need them displayed on a mannequin. Will you have room to set a mannequin on a table or a shelf or something like that? Do you know what the display is going to look like?
Absolutely. So we don't know what the final display will look like right now. We have an idea. Again, because we don't have the list finalized, we're not exactly sure how to merchandise everybody's products. But once we get the full list of everyone who's participating, we can lock it in. The goal is to have a shelf and to be able to display one of everybody's products in an equal and representative way. Our hope is to be able, our goal with the box and with the requirements with sizes is to try to standardize to make sure that everyone has equal representation. If there are any special fixtures or for example, something to display a wig on, we can offline with you once you're confirmed on the best way to display the product.
Okay.
And we will be able to get way much more detail once we have the final list of who's participating. That is kind of a lot of floating questions are just due to we don't know how big everyone's products are. We don't know the final head count of who everyone is. So we're working to close the loop on some of those logistical and specific questions as soon as possible.
Okay. And then one other quick question. Sorry, guys. When do the SKUs have to get to you by?
Absolutely. So we are working on an onboarding packet that will have the date. Right now it's 3 weeks out. We are working with our fulfillment partner to make sure that that is the accurate date and timeline. And again, once we know how many and how big, we'll have a good estimate of if that needs to shift at all. But that's the total, that's the current timeline.
3 weeks out. Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Any other questions as it relates to the Brain Trust box opportunity at Essence Fest?
No problem.
All right. All right. Well, you all know me. Feel free to reach out via cell or email if you all have any additional questions following this session. We are so excited to provide this opportunity, and we're even more excited to showcase your products at Essence and collaborate at a one-of-a-kind conference. So stay tuned and be sure to reach out. All right, so want to take a quick second to really show love and appreciation for everyone who participated in the Black Beauty Bazaar at Your First Million Live earlier this month. We had a whole lot of founders that participated, and it was a really, really great event. There were a great lineup of speakers. Issa Rae was there, Rich Paul was there, a variety of other folks like Gary Vee. It was a really, really great conference. A lot of great VCs that were there as well. Some of our founders expressed that they got a chance to meet with some good investors. So really awesome opportunity. We'll be sure to stay very close with the team over at Backstage Capital, and stay tuned for other opportunities like this. So hopefully we can bring it back next year and go even larger than we did this time around. So if you participated in the Black Beauty Bazaar, we just want to take some time to express our appreciation to you, and thank you for creating such an amazing opportunity and event, in collaboration with us. And we look forward to future opportunities next year. So huge shouts out to everyone here, that's listed here in the Bazaar lineup. And thank you again for contributing to such an amazing event. All right, if we showed love for Your First Million Live, we got to do the same thing for Grind Pretty in Atlanta. Huge shouts out to everyone that participated in the Grind Pretty Fest in Atlanta, hosted by Brain Trust founder Mimi Johnson of Glamatory and Grind Pretty magazine. It was awesome. I was there on site. So it was really, really cool to get a chance to connect with Denise and see Amina in person and hang out with Nakia and everyone. There were some great speakers that came out. There were some great musical performances. We met some potential partners at that festival that we're happy to talk about down the line once things get finalized. So it was a great event. Thank you all so much for contributing to a Brain Trust Founders specific event, in Atlanta. And it truly means the world. So we're going to continue to provide opportunities like this for you all to showcase your products. So please stay tuned to the email and continue to call, continue to text, continue to message in the app, and stay tuned to some of those things. Sometimes things move fast. So just stay close by so you can take advantage of the opportunities as they come. All right. So a couple of weeks ago, we announced the joining of Melissa Hibbert, the president here at Brain Trust Founders Studio. She's an incredibly experienced professional that has a lot of experience as it relates to scaling and growing beauty brands. She is hosting one-on-one sessions with founders in the studio. So if you're in a position where you're looking to receive counsel from an experienced professional that's worked with the top, brands and organizations in the world and grown beauty brands in the past, and how to take the next step in your business, she's the one to talk to. She's been such a pleasure to work with. I've got a chance to sit on some of the one-on-ones, and she's gone in there, lifted up the hood, and really made a difference. So if you're interested in connecting with her, please feel free to book some time to meet with her using the QR code. And if you want to learn more about her story, check out her podcast episode with Kendra on Business of the Beat. So really, really great opportunity. She's here to support the studio and to support each of you all as individual company founders. And it's really, really good opportunity for you all to leverage. So take some time to connect with her. Thank you to everyone who's given her such a warm welcome. She's truly appreciated it. And let's continue to grow as a community. All right, moving on. We've announced this the past couple of months, but we want to make sure that you all know to take advantage of it. Every month we like to receive submissions from you all surrounding some upcoming events that you're going to be launching each month so that we can promote it on social media. We want to provide as much visibility to you all as we can. So if you know that you're having a product launch, if you know that you're going to be announcing a particular special for your brand, or if you won an award, be sure to let us know so we can show you some love on the Brain Trust Founder Studio Instagram and help provide as much visibility to your brand as you deserve. So please scan the QR code, fill out the form, and let us know what's going on, and we'll be sure to feature you on the Brain Trust Instagram. Any questions on that before we move on? I feel like I'm moving kind of quick here. Got it. All right, everyone, we're going to keep on moving. There are a couple of questions related to Essence that I've gotten. So we're going to push through the end of this presentation, and then we're going to leave some time at the end to touch on a few things, just a couple more slides.
And I'm going in and answering them too. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to drop them in the chat while Ryan goes through things, and we can leave some time at the end as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Gigi.
No problem.
All right. So there's going to be some really, really interesting programming taking place in May. Really excited about what's coming next. Next Wednesday on May 1st, we're bringing in Michelle Mackel. She is an expert as it relates to PR and working with influencers. So she's going to be talking about the different ways that she helps founders get booked on talk shows and the ways that she works with celebrities to help them garner press. But she also has a group of influencers that she works with and connects with brands that are in alignment with, their branding as influencers and creators. So it's going to be a really interesting, session. I love Michelle. We've been talking back and forth just about every other day, and she is just filled of so much love and care for the studio, for brands within the beauty and wellness space. So she'll be a good person to not only hear from, but to connect with. So if you're super interested in learning how to leverage influencers, knowing how to gauge which influencer is a good fit for your brand and get good bang for your buck, on that side of things, this is going to be a really helpful session to attend. So mark your calendars, Wednesday, May 1st, Michelle Mackel. She's going to be talking about working with influencers, how she connects influencers with brands, and her expertise as it relates to PR. Up next, we're super excited about this. I've talked to a couple of you all about this event, and I'm going to be making some direct intros, but we have a great contact, Byron Whitmore of Macy's Opportunity Fund. He's going to be talking about the debt and slightly offered preferred equity options that Macy's Opportunity Fund provides through Spur Pathways and Momentous Capital. He's going to be speaking next Friday on May 3rd. So for any of you all that are interested in SBA loans and growth capital, this is going to be the call to attend. Byron has already expressed interest in connecting with brands one-on-one. So if you would like to receive an introduction to Byron, he's open and he's ready. Shoot a message in the chat or email founders@thebraintrust.com or reach out directly. And we can facilitate an introduction to you. I'm working on that for a couple of you all, but I want to make it known to the entire studio. So be sure to take advantage. That's going to be a great session. Byron has also expressed interest in also connecting founders to retail buyers at Macy's as well. So if you have interest in, further collaboration outside of the growth financing and the SBA loans that they provide and some of the preferred equity investments, he might be able to be a good person to connect with if you want to, engage with some of the retailers at Macy's. So great session, Friday, May 3rd. Be sure to check that out. Upcoming on May 10th, a week from then, we have Buddy Abrams and Sarah Dakar that are going to be speaking about Bernardone Dakar, their agency that helps increase brand revenue through their TikTok Shop Accelerator and how they help founders grow their D2C websites. I've gotten a chance to know them over the past couple of months. Ezine of SkinMuse spoke highly of them and introduced them to us, so they come well recommended. If you're interested in growing your community, scaling into retail, or mastering TikTok Shop, this is going to be the call to attend. So mark your calendars. And then Friday, we're coming back on May 24th with our next Founder Friday virtual coffee chat. And then we're going to wrap up the month with Jane Walton as she discusses how small business should approach HR. So she's going to talk about some of the risks associated with hiring and firing people as an early brand, some of the things you should be mindful of as you're navigating things like payroll and taxes as an entrepreneur in this space. It's going to be a really good session. Yeah, if you want to learn how to not get sued, this is going to be the session to attend. So be sure to mark your calendars. All right. So want to take some time to shout out some of the new founders. It's been a big month, and I think that May is going to be even bigger. But huge shouts out to some of the founders that joined this month. To Obi at Mara, thank you so much. Everyone, let's give her a warm welcome. Khadijah at the original Unbraider, she participated in Your First Million Live. It's really, really great to connect and engage with her. My girl Jerica with Pogon Good. Had a lot of conversations with her. She's been great, so everyone show her some love. We have Eva Coulter with Niles and Chaz, another great founder that we've had the opportunity to engage with, and Day Bib, representing for us in the Northwest with Helen Rose Skincare. So everyone, if you see them in the chat, if you see them, on the app, be sure to message them, show some love, and make sure that they feel welcomed within our community. All right, so a couple of grants and opportunities to be mindful of. I'm not going to go line by line, but I'm just going to highlight a couple of ones that are really important to be mindful of. First, the Peerless Pitch Competition. Today is the deadline. It's worth $1 million, so there's going to be a lot of competition for it naturally, but it couldn't hurt to throw your hat in the ring. So be sure that you apply today. That is the Peerless Pitch Competition. As always, Black Ambition. We talk about this all the time. That deadline is May 3rd. We've had a lot of founders go through Black Ambition and have been successful. Camille Bell of Pound Cake Cosmetics was one of the winners of Black Ambition a couple of years back. So she has a lot of expertise in that realm. If you're interested in connecting with her, be sure to reach out to her on the app or reach out to me directly for more information. The BKXL Accelerator. I've talked to a lot of you all about this, but it is a $125K investment for 7% equity, which is a whole lot. However, they offer $375,000 in follow-on. So that's $500K for 7%. It's an industry agnostic accelerator, and they specialize in their work in working with diverse founders. So a really good opportunity. The program manager, Timmy, just posted his Calendly link. So if you want to directly connect with him one-on-one to learn more about your program or talk about your deal, I would encourage you all to check that out. Also, I'm going to be meeting with Timmy next week. So if you are applying, please shoot me a message and let you know. I'm going to try and advocate and sell our brands as hard as we can so we can get some representation in this upcoming accelerator. So just wanted to shout a couple of those opportunities out. Be sure to stay tuned to the Peerless Pitch Competition, apply for BKXL, Black Ambition as always, as well as some of the other grants that you see on the screen. If you have questions or would like more context, please feel free to reach out and we're happy to provide additional information. All right. So Founder Wins, huge shouts out. You all have been busy as always. I want to start off by shouting out Ashanta Sheriff of Ashanta Sheriff Beauty. She moderated a panel with the VP, Kamala Harris, around diversity and inclusion. We love to see the leadership that Ashanta has displayed. It was such a great piece of news that we got when she let us know. So be sure to support her on socials. She's leading and trailblazing as always, and it was so awesome to hear about that panel that she moderated with the VP. Huge shouts out to Tracy Green of Vontel. She was featured in the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal for her growth with Vontel. So huge shouts out there. Those are big publications to be featured in. Up next, huge shouts out to Mona Lisa Crossway of Vanity Tools. We've been talking all week. She launched in 237 Hot Topic locations earlier this month. She is really doing her thing. That was such a great piece of news to get. So if you're near a Hot Topic, stop on in, show some love to Vanity Tools and get your Vanity hood. Show some love. It's a really great product. Huge shouts out always to Devonna Pittman of Nature Syrup. She won the 2024 SBA Minnesota Women in Business Champion of the Year Award. Did you hear all those syllables? You hear how big that award was? She won that award by the SBA. Huge shouts out to Devonna. Really proud of you. So congratulations there. Also, huge shouts out to Noelle of 456 Skin. She was nominated by the Sunday Times, the Style Beauty Awards, as one of the best brands making a difference. So there is the opportunity to vote for a 456 Skin. I reached out to Noelle and the QR code kind of took me to a place where we couldn't vote for her. So there are some logistical challenges. I'm just going to say, go to 456 Skin on Instagram and check out the link in the bio. So that you can go ahead and vote. We did the best that we could given the time frame, but please go ahead and vote for her. We love to see our Brain Trust founders reel in the awards because you know what we do around here, we win. So let's go ahead and support her and make sure that she comes away with the gold. Up next, huge shouts out to Kim Roxy with Lamique Beauty. She was a guest speaker and panelist at Tulsa's Women's Breakfast on yesterday. So love to see all of the work that she's done in Tulsa. It's really interesting seeing her, from moving from Houston and going through the B3 program to being an advocate and a real leader within the Tulsa business ecosystem, speaking on panels, launching her pop-up shop. She's really doing her thing. So huge shouts out to her. If you're interested in B3 or interested in learning more about Tulsa, she's a great person to connect with as well. So I want to shout that out. Also, got to show a lot of love to Candira Thompson of Baskin Bloom Essentials. She was accepted into the Dartmouth Fellowship with her business after finishing the Goldman Sachs program last month. So she's really doing her thing. Huge shouts out to Candira. Up next, huge shouts out to Danielle of Diamond Beauty Cosmetics. She graduated also from the Goldman Sachs program, so want to show love to her. If you're on the call, congratulations, Danielle. I'll be calling you again sometime soon to talk more about next steps. And also huge shouts out to Shauna Step-Jones of Spundle, making a difference in Baltimore like she does. She spoke at the Youth Entrepreneurship Economic Empowerment Conference yesterday in Baltimore. If you all don't know, through Shauna's work with Divaneering Lab, she works to introduce girls, K through 12 to STEM so they can create their own products and understand how to launch businesses in beauty. So she's really making a tremendous difference in Baltimore and in Tulsa. So huge shouts out to Shauna, much love, and love to see what you're doing in the community. And last but not least, Latoya Stirrup, huge congratulations to Latoya and the rest of her sisters. They won the Innovate Together grant, earlier this month. So love that money. Congratulations. Love to see everything you're doing. And we are rooting for you as always. So everyone, thank you so, so much. We have a little bit of time so we can talk more about the Essence Bazaar Box opportunity, but our fearless leader, Kendra Bracken Ferguson, joined the call. Happy belated birthday. I'm not gonna, belabor you all with my terrible Stevie Wonder impression of happy birthday, but let's show her some love. Happy birthday, Kendra. Thank you so much for your leadership. Thank you for creating this community of that's created such a safe space and inspiration and provided so much opportunity for all of us. We appreciate your leadership and the love that you display to each and every one of us here in the studio. So much love and happy birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so excited to hear all of the announcements and to see everyone. And thank you all so much for your birthday wishes. It's clearly my most favorite day, of course. I am a Taurus. But it was a really fantastic day, and I had the opportunity to be on Good Day Austin, and then to be at the University of Texas with all of these amazing entrepreneurs and founders who aspire to be like all of us on the call. And so I just got to do what I loved yesterday and continue to do the work. And I will say that if anyone is going to be in Florida this week coming up, Gigi and I and Lisa will be there. It is the last leg of this portion of the Beauty of Success Books Plus Bubbles book tour. And we will be in Palm Beach on May 1st. Well, I'll be in New York on the 30th. We'll be in Palm Beach on the 1st. We'll be in Miami at Veronica Beard on the 2nd. And we'll be at Kendra Scott in Orlando on the 3rd. And we'll also be at Entrepreneurs to Founders Weekend, which I know so many of our founders are participating in. So we will drop the link in the chat. I don't know if you guys already talked about it, Gigi, but if anyone's in Florida, please come and hang out. And I will see you there. And Latoya is co-hosting the book event in Miami with me. So she will be there. We'll both be there. And we can congratulate her for her grant as well.
Amazing.
That's
Be
it.
sure to check that out and attend the event. Gigi, Kendra, anything else? Any other quick notes to be mindful of? All right. Any questions around
Oh, no.
essence, activation, and opportunity? All right. Once, twice, 3 times.
Have a good
Okay,
one.
everyone. Well, thank you all so much for attending this month's virtual Founder Friday Coffee Chat. We really appreciate getting time to celebrate your wins and talk about the great opportunities taking place in the studio, as well as some of the resources and opportunities that you should take advantage of. So be mindful, be sure to put in your interest form for the Essence event and submit your deposit. It is due today. Today is the deadline. And register an RSVP for Kendra's event coming up in early May. So thank you all. Take care. Have a great weekend, and we will see you all next week. Bye-bye.